If there's one thing that FNAF AR has done right, it's with the introduction of skins. The FNAF community in general is a really creative place, but when you start having the actual games in the series have these really quirky, wacky ideas that are released like every 2 weeks even, which is, I mean, a pretty regular time considering how polished these skins look. That's pretty cool, and today I want to go over all of the skins in this game, and I want to rank every single one of them, from worst to best. Keep in mind, this is my opinion, I know, shocker. So if you don't agree with my decisions, cool. I've already made this list ahead of time, and looking back on it, I realize that some of these choices will not be the most popular decisions, but I think that I have some good reasons behind them, and I want to talk about these skins, because I have made a video before, some of you will remember it, where I wasn't exactly too... I was a bit harsh on this game, and so today I want to talk about the good things that it has done, and why I do still really like it. So, without any further ado, let's get into, we're going to start with the skins I think are the worst, and go on to the best. Again, keep in mind, this doesn't mean that I don't like any of these skins, I like all of them. They're just some that I think are better than others, obviously. Alright, let's begin. Number 16. Shamrock Freddy. Listen, I know, a lot of people, this is their favorite skin, so how could he be so far down the list? Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, Shrek Freddy is just kinda green. I mean, that's really... there's not much to him. St. Patrick's Day is already, like, not the most popular holiday out there, so I realized that they didn't have much to work with, but, I don't know, it's just, he's just green, man. Number 15, Radioactive Foxy. I mean, he's just green, man. No, but seriously, I do have kind of similar problems with this guy. I do like him a lot better, and again, keep in mind, I don't hate any of these skins. I like them all. There's just some that I like better than others, and some that I think could have gone better. For Radioactive Foxy, I do really like how you can see his endoskeleton through, I guess, what would you call it, his translucent plastic casing? I don't know. It's not supposed to make sense, it's just supposed to be fun. Number 14, Firework Freddy. This one I always thought was an interesting idea, but I don't mind it. In my opinion, it's a bit strange how we got 2 skins for the 4th of July, but I'm not complaining. Statue of Liberty Chica is one that I really like, and I'll get to that later. And Firework Freddy is pretty cool, but just not really my favorite. I mean, he's interesting, and a really interesting idea, dressing Freddy up like an American. I like it. I don't know. I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed by this skin, but I like it. I am still rating it number 14, though. Number 13, Flamethrower Bear Endo. This one always seemed like an odd choice for me, but I've always really liked him. It was our first flaming skin for, I believe it was called the Scorching Summer event, and he looks really cool. I do think the other skins in this event were better, but you know what? At least Endo gets some love, you know? He's a character who is really obscure, and I'm actually kind of surprised that they added him in the game in the first place, but now, you know what? He's made it. He got his own skin. I like how how he looks like he's, like, molten. His welding mask, it doesn't sound right, but it almost makes him look cute, because his eyes really pop out. Anyway, cool skin. Easter Bonnie. This one I really like. I do think, one thing that I've noticed when going back over all these skins is I think Toy Bonnie would have been a better choice for, to have an Easter skin. He wasn't added at this time, so it makes sense that they didn't choose him. I'm a bit curious as to why the S on the little tag above him is blue, and none of the other letters are. I don't think we've ever gotten an answer for that. I don't know what it means. It's a bit odd. I like his belly patterns and stuff, and just the Easter egg pastel coloring. It's a cool skin. Number 11, Broiler Baby. This one, I believe, was the second skin we got in the Scorching Summer event, and it's a really interesting idea. I'm not sure how they came up with this, honestly. It's a bit of an obscure idea. I certainly wouldn't have come up with it. Again, it isn't like one of my favorite skins, but it's really cool. And just the idea of like one of these animatronics being coal powered is an interesting idea. And every skin in this Scorching Summer event, I just love the way they glow. It's a really cool effect for every skin in this event. Now, I'm going to lump some together here, okay? I'm going to lump all of the Arcade Mayhem skins minus 8-Bit Baby here, because, let's be real, a lot of these Arcade Mayhem skins look very similar. They all have this colored outline, and this really digital, kind of futuristic look, but they're all pretty similar, in my opinion. And so I decided I would kind of put them all here. They all look really good on their own, but just the fact that they're all so similar kind of moves them down in the rankings for me. But they're still like some of my favorite skins. Now we're getting to the ones that I really like, and these are kind of like they're in the middle for me, mostly because they're all so similar. Number 7, Toxic Springtrap. I'm trying to think of a joke about toxic fans or something. I just can't come up with one. Okay, give me a break here. Toxic Springtrap is a really cool one. If you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you probably know Springtrap is one of my favorite characters in the series. One, he just has a really cool backstory. 2, he looks really cool. It's just, and so I was really excited when we got a skin for him, and this skin is really cool. It's also really hard to make skins for Springtrap, considering he has all these cuts out of him, and, these innards inside of him, so it must have been a really hard skin to make, but it turned out really well. Number 6, Scorching Chica. I don't have much to say about this one, but she looks really cool. Again, with all the other skins in this event, they have this really cool, like, almost glowing look through their mechanics. And again, the same thing for Scorching Chica. She looks really cool. I feel really bad for Carl, though. Number 5, Liberty Chica. Liberty Chica, I don't know why, I've just always liked this skin. And no, not because I'm an American. I'm an American, by the way. Just because it looks really cool. And again, I really like the detail. With all of Chica's skins, I'm always excited to see what they do with Carl. For the Arcade Mayhem toy Chica, again, she had, I forgot to mention it, but Carl was 8-bit there, which I thought was cool. I'm always interested to see what they do with him. It's a pretty cool skin. Number 4 is Flaming Springtrap. It's not exactly a very, unique idea to have Springtrap on fire, but I do think it's really well executed, and he looks amazing. Once again, it's hard to do skins for Springtrap, but they did it really well here. Even if they just, basically set him on fire, it's a cool skin, and definitely in my top 5. Number 3, the first skin that we ever got is Freddy Frostbear. I always think that they did a really good job with this skin. With him, like the ice just looks really realistic, and I think that's part of the reason I really like this skin. It looks really real. If you can call an animatronic murder robot real. But he looks really cool, and I like the detail with his bow tie, his hat, and the little icicle he's holding. It's a nice little detail, a really cool skin that they'd added, and definitely one of my favorites. Number 2, Chocolate Bonnie. What can I say? I'm a chocolate guy, okay? Maybe it's just because I really like chocolate. I have an addiction to mini eggs, but I really like this skin. I like the bite taken out of him, the little candy pieces on him. It's just a really cool idea. And again, as with Easter Bonnie, I would love to see, a version of this for Toy Bonnie. Maybe someone's done an edit of it. I don't know. But it would be really cool, I think. But either way, Chocolate Bonnie he's just always been one of my favorites, okay? I don't really know why. And in our final number 1 spot, if you've been paying attention, you probably might know who it is. 8-Bit Baby. Technically not a skin because she shows up separately from Circus Baby, but I really like the skin, okay? So I'm going to put it here, whether it technically counts as a skin in-game or not. I just think it's a really fun idea to take an old character that we've seen in this franchise before, the 8-bit sprite of Circus Baby from Sister Location, and making it kind of 3D almost, and then making it like a playable, or not a playable character, but like an enemy to face in FNAF AR is just a really cool idea, and this is definitely my favorite so far. That's all the skins in FNAF AR so far. Let me know what your opinions are, I believe it or not, I do read the comments, and maybe if we get some more skins, I'll do an updated version of this video. We'll see how that goes. Um, in the meantime, if you're new here, maybe subscribe, maybe drop a like if you enjoyed this video. I'm a YouTuber. I have to say these things. It's in the contract. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.